I didn't think I'd be making a video on this game again, but here we are. The weirdest Roblox sponsored game ever has returned after Roblox banned it and its developers like one day after it was originally released. The infamous sponsored game surrounding women's health called V-Land is back. You may remember a few months ago that we went over this bizarre game and the mass backlash surrounding it. V-Land was a game by some brands out of Mexico called Saba and Essity centering around women's health. It aimed at teaching its players about female hygiene and did so in some very bizarre ways, such as having racing minigames where you'd ride female health products. Despite apparently being an educational game, there was really only one small area that was educational, and it broke Roblox TOS with some weird graphics. It was more of a minigame game than an educational game, and to no surprise, its theme was quite controversial and caused a lot of drama. There were some supporters of the game, but it was mostly panned for being not very educational, and a lot said it was too weird for Roblox. To me, it felt more like a bypass game, disguising itself as an educational one to pass Roblox moderation than anything else. The developers and game were swiftly banned, and I thought that'd be the end of V-Land in Roblox, but here we are. Essity and Saba, or whoever the brands are behind this, have brought it back, and it's definitely not going to be around for long. I was alerted to this a few days ago and looked around, and it turns out that V-Land has quietly been back for some time now. Apparently it has even won some awards, aside from winning the worst sponsored game category at the 4th annual Proxy Awards. So the game is back, but I'm not expecting it to be back for long because it's pretty much the exact same as it was before, with a couple new things. There are a couple of racing areas which I think are new, and they're both pretty bad because they're boring and glitchy. I fell in a hole in the first one that wasn't properly made, which made my vehicle despawn but didn't respawn me, so I had to walk all the way back to spawn. In the other one, I just went around in a circle one time with seemingly no end goal and without purpose. Although most of the game's features revolve around driving, this is supposed to be an educational game, right? So how is that going? Well, it's not going good because the main learning portion is once again just crammed in this room that you can only get to via an unmarked teleporter. The biggest takeaway from this game, though, is the fact it still breaks Roblox TOS, as this is pretty much just a re-upload of the original. There are probably multiple things you could say break TOS, but the undeniable ones are some of the cartoon graphics in that education room. I'm surprised the game is still up, considering it has surely been reported, but who knows, maybe Roblox allows this kind of thing now. Roblox has been adamant about hosting educational games on the platform, and maybe they see V-Land as one of those groundbreaking ones or whatever. It's just that I'm not exactly sure if Roblox is the appropriate place for a game like this, especially in the way it's being done. This game is more like a garbage driving game with a theme of women's health than it is a place where you'd learn about it. Like I said before, this totally feels like a bypass disguised as an educational game because evidently entertainment takes priority over education here. You can most certainly make an educational game entertaining, but what is anybody going to learn from something like this? The small learning area has graphics that break TOS, and if the translation is correct, the way these graphics are described is super creepy. Roblox probably isn't the right place for this kind of stuff either. Like, just imagine the reaction to a male version of this game called D-Land or whatever. This game is also multiplayer, and even though there's no chat, there's that potential that some of the wrong people may end up joining it. I'm fully expecting Roblox to ban the game, but who knows, maybe their stance on this game has changed since it's still up. What do you think will happen to V-Land? Do you think Roblox is the appropriate place for a game like this? Leave your thoughts and a like down below.